Hi everybody, I'm David Lisot for CoinTelevision. We're here at the Professional Currency Dealers Association's annual convention. We're walking around the room talking to some of the dealers to find out what kinds of cool currency they've brought for you, our viewers.
Well, I brought a couple of interesting banknotes from the state of Nevada, national banknotes from Nevada. And one of them, the first one, is a Reno banknote. It's a first charter note from the 1870s, and it is one of only two first charter notes known for the entire state.
Why are the notes so scarce?
Well, early notes on Nevada are generally scarce, but early notes on Nevada are particularly scarce because there were only two banks in the entire state that issued these early style notes. And the Reno Bank was one of the two. The other is the First National Bank of Austin, Austin City, Nevada, and there are no notes known to exist from that bank.
Okay, and what kind of value on a note like that from Reno?
A lot.
Next one.
You know, it's always going to go the same way, David.
That's fine, that's fine.
This is a $10 Brownback from Winnemucca, Nevada. What makes this note particularly interesting is that it is the only Brownback known to exist from the state of Nevada.
What is a Brownback?
A Brownback is, they were issued in a series of 1882. There were three different designs. The Brownback was the first design for the 1882 notes. Another little tidbit that makes this interesting is that this particular bank was also allegedly robbed by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Next.
This note is the only note known from the state capital of Nevada, Carson City. It's considered one of the holy grail notes for national banknote collectors. Particularly those who want to put together a statewide set of state capitals.
In terms of the coins from Nevada and Carson City, does this banknote have anything to do with the coinage?
No, this note doesn't have anything to do with the coins. Same city, but nothing to do with the coins.
And what kind of value?
What I can tell you is that all three of these notes put together comes close to about $1 million.
I think I have something that's not the most valuable note you'll see, but I think it's really cool. It's a 1993 $10 Federal Reserve note from the Chicago district, but that's neither here or there. It's really the error that exists on this note. This is what we call a double impression. It's when the second print is printed twice with enough space where it leaves you that blurry, drunken feeling. When you look at it, it's kind of hard on the eyes. It gives it essentially just a full double print. You can see, if you look at Hamilton's eyes, you'll see four eyes. So a nickname I like to call it is four eyes. And that only happens when the impression is so spaced out that you see all four eyes untouched. Most impressions, double impressions that they exist, will see the eyes touching each other. This happens essentially when it's just stamped twice.
How difficult is it for these notes to get out of the bureau?
A dramatic error like this is extremely difficult to get out because as you can see it, it's easy to catch. How it got out, obviously they print a lot of notes. The inspectors just overlooked it. I've probably only seen maybe a couple dozen of these, and I think this is probably definitely top 10, 20% of the most dramatic.
What kind of value?
I'd probably estimate this between $3,000 and $5,000, but I won't be surprised if it goes towards the high end of the range.
Okay, this is a real cool banknote. It's from 1886. It's a silver dollar, or as far as $5 silver certificate, and it's got the picture of Grant. At least it says Grant, one of our presidents. This particular one has the large brown seal, which ends up being the most popular from the run of the Freebird numbers. They go from Freebird 259 to Freebird 265 as far as the silver dollar back is concerned. And why it's called a silver dollar back, if you notice, it's got all the five silver dollars, Morgan dollars in the back, and the vignette, the back is the most popular note as far as this note is concerned. And the collectors, like the silver dollar back, and we try and display it because, again, the silver dollar back is the key. It's a very popular note, and for sure, most big collectors will have one of these somewhere in their collection.
What kind of value?
They'll vary. If you have a note, let's say in VF, that could be between VF 30 to a 40. Probably you can get something nice in around the $3,500 range. Once you go up in grades, like a 64, somewhere around 10 to 12, a gem 65, probably around 14, 16 in that range, and anything higher than that, then who knows, because there are very, very few of those at those high ranges of 67s, for example, and that can bring $30,000, $40,000 if it's a 67.
We have two notes. They're both silver certificates. And one thing that's been getting a lot of attention in the news lately is the upcoming edition of Harriet Tubman on our currency. And a lot of people are excited for what they believe is the first woman to be featured on currency. But actually she will be the second if you don't count Lady Liberty. Martha Washington was featured on the two notes that we're going to show. This is the 1886 silver certificate that features Martha Washington. Obviously her portrait is the focal point of the front. When you look at the back of the note, it's a pretty amazing design that went into this note. The artistic quality is pretty impressive.
What kind of value?
This one that we have here is in fine condition, and we have it at $325.
The next one?
Okay. So this next one that we have is the 1896 $1 educational note. Probably one of the most impressive images on any U.S. currency. It shows Lady Liberty educating a young boy on the United States Constitution with a view of Washington and the monument in the background. And on the reverse, we have First President of the United States, George Washington, and his wife, once again, Martha Washington. And again, just great artistic quality in terms of the border that surrounds their two portraits.
What kind of value?
This note, in particular, we have at a very fine plus, and we have it listed at $425.